I'm about to share a video with you, and when the video is complete, I'm going to comment on why this is, and it's not actually coming from ego. So many people will think that, so many people will believe that, but it's not ego. Watch the video and then keep listening.
Men are wired to seek purpose. When they feel needed and respected, they thrive. But when they feel unnecessary or unappreciated, that's when they start to withdraw. Men's self-worth is tied to their sense of usefulness. If a man feels respected for what he brings to the table, whether it's providing, protecting, or just being there, he'll show up stronger in the relationship. But if he feels irrelevant, he'll feel frustrated and will start to withdraw from the relationship. By making a man feel useful and respected, a woman can inspire him to become the best version of himself. It's not about ego. It's about knowing that his presence and efforts matter.
Now, that woman can't make him feel useful. Just like she can't emasculate him. See, emasculation, on a side note here, is two-pronged. It's the intention or the deliberate nature of the person dishing out that offense or that hurt or that rejection or those painful words. And it's also the integrity and the insecurity, or rather worthiness, of the individual receiving that. And if they are in a space of deep worthiness, then they won't necessarily receive it that way. It's just like that woman or that person can't make that man feel useful. At some point, he needs to recognize his own utility and usefulness. But this is really tethered to an evolutionary driver, an evolutionary process where men, and Jack Donovan speaks this, he's an author in the men's space, quite eloquently actually, but this need for a man to be of utility, it's not really tethered to ego and us needing to feel a particular way as men. It's more tethered to us being of service and us really wanting to make a difference in the lives of the people that we love and care for. And if we're not of utility and we're not useful and we're not appreciated and we're not respected, we want to bring that life force energy, that purpose, if you like, into another group of people. And so it becomes so important that the people that we're spending the most time with, we are most connected to. Now, then it becomes a responsibility of all those people involved to really deeply communicate in loving, meaningful ways, to really share when there is a win that is happening, to really recognize and appreciate each other. And that goes both ways. It's not just men that need reverence, respect, appreciation, and told that they're useful or shown that they're useful. And remember, that man needs to be able to learn to receive that. He has to be resourceful enough and have a level of self-worth, minimum level of self-worth, where he can take that in as well. But it's beyond just that. It's reciprocal. But if men aren't receiving that and men are being neglected in that sense over and over again, an unhealthy man will revert to unhealthy patterns of dealing with that and unhealthy patterns of behavior, such as withdrawal, stonewalling. He'll then neglect maybe violence, oppression, forcefulness. He'll just disappear, full stop. A healthy man will make a stand for what he values most, and he'll be able to communicate that in a loving way, but a firm way. And then the relationship has an opportunity to shift, to change, to oscillate, to grow out of that pattern that they're in. Men don't need to feel useful because they have fragile egos. Yes, some of us do. Humans do sometimes. But men essentially need to feel useful because they deeply care. And it's one of the ways that you can really penetrate a man's heart, is let him know that he matters.